We're live
We are live.
after 10 months.
Has it been 10 months?
It's been 10 months.
Are you sure it's
Since
been 10
we
months?
hosted.
Or are we
Since
just like guessing that it's somewhere around 10 months?
I don't know. I think our last video was about that long ago.
It's been a while, so
we have been on, right?
I mean, we've definitely been in the chats, and we've been on a little bit. You've certainly been on more than I have.
Right. I was on with Perry at some stage at 2 in the morning. And Old Wolf.
Oh, yeah. By the fire.
By the fire. Fireside Comics and Pugs.
Fireside Comics and Pugs. So we just wanted to get on here. The real reason that we are doing this live stream is so that we can open an AOK that was sent to us from the Onlys, which was extremely nice of them.
It was amazing.
We haven't opened it yet, and we thought we would just pop on. There wasn't a ton of stuff going on YouTube tonight. I think there is a premiere on Jabroni's channel.
Yeah, I think I just saw the notification.
So I'm not sure what's going on there, but sure it's a good stream. He's always got some stuff going on, has a lot of good books. But we just thought we'd pop on and do a little bit of an after show from
oh yeah, the Comic Gories last night.
Comic Gories, and just show some of the books that we had kind of assorted in these weird piles that we didn't get the opportunity to actually show.
Yeah.
So just to start.
Let's see if I get the notification. Just so I know that we're actually live.
Oh, we're not sure if we're actually live. So this is our first time using StreamYard, and I think we have it set up correctly.
Yep.
We set up a color down below. So this nice little teal color as our brand color, I guess. We'll see if it sticks. But we thought we'd just pop on for a little bit and do
maybe
what we do. Show some books.
Yeah, last night we were on the Couple Gories on Boy Who Had Seven's channel with a few other couples, which was a lot of fun. It was good to meet some of them for the first time. And yeah, we showed a few books. It was pretty nerve-wracking. I'm usually pretty nervous being live on camera anyway. But amongst good company, it settled the nerves. But it was pretty stressful trying to find books in 30 seconds. And a couple of times we got 45 seconds. But, you know, you have all these.
It was hard to tell, honestly. We had 30 seconds or 45 seconds or, you know, less than that. And
he threw so many twists at us. I think he changed it up a bit just to kind of.
For the couples.
Yeah.
But it was fun though. It was just we said that it was a little stressful, you know, like we've been in quarantine together for 4 weeks now, which is just crazy. So we certainly love each other, but you know, being in close proximity with someone and having a shared source of food can bring out your survival instincts for sure.
Yeah, we're cooking more.
Yeah, we certainly are cooking more, which has actually been really nice. I think that I've probably eaten just more healthily overall since we've been in quarantine. A lot of broccoli.
Lots of broccoli.
We've been using the grill a lot, which has been really good.
Grilling out. No takeout. Although Chinese we've been craving.
Yeah, no takeout. There's a place around the corner that we really, really like. And the guy that owns it, his name is Gene. And it is the best fried rice ever. And we usually eat it once a week minimum.
Yeah.
So it's cheap, it's good, and we cannot pick it up right now. I mean, we could, I guess, technically. I think they might still be open.
Probably. Probably wants customers.
Yeah, but
I think everyone's craving Chinese. I heard NYC earlier on, I don't know if it was Stay Puft's stream or, no, it was Bake the Snake stream saying he misses Chinese. But, you know, he's in New York City, so that's extra risky.
Hey, Mr. G, I thought Kachung let you know.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. It was just very instant.
here we are. We're live. But yeah, so we're on a couple glories last night. John was the ref. Matt was throwing some curveballs at everybody. And we got to show some books, but we thought we'd show a few books that were on our mind for some of the categories, and the ones that we didn't get to show.
Barbarian, we'll take you to our favorite place when this is all over with.
Yeah.
We actually got the owners of our comic store into that fried rice place because I used to take them food and coffee and whatever on the weekends, and we certainly benefited from that. I would say we still have a good relationship with them, but not like it was, just because we were going so frequently.
Yeah.
But one day I went to the place that sells the fried rice, and one of our comic book store owners was there in the corner because they have like one little table with one chair. That's it. Like they don't have a place for you to sit there and eat. And he was just shoveling the fried rice in his mouth. And I was like, hey, it was just so unexpected. But
don't blame
it's worth
him.
it.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
He had to get his fix too.
He did. He did have to get his fix. So I made my own fried rice the other day, though. It was pretty good.
Had shrimp in it.
Broccoli.
You get to get everyone hungry for fried rice.
Maybe we're just hungry. Like we definitely haven't had dinner yet. So that'll come after a late dinner. And maybe I was thinking we might pull out a board game or two. We haven't done that in a while, but we have a ton of board games. And it's just something that sometimes we like to do.
Maybe Pandemic.
Oh my God. There are a lot of little pieces with Pandemic. I was thinking maybe Carcassonne.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And it's always
not exactly a board game, but it's one of our favorite games.
Strategy game. So, some books. I have a ton. So we can just kind of go through some of them and do one.
Yeah, just show a few of them.
So this one, I honestly don't know anything about Toxic Avenger. I mean, obviously I've heard of him, but I don't know a lot about the storyline itself. But I just love the idea of him, and this cover to me is just really, really cool. I'm sure it's worth like 25 cents, if that. But
Apocalypse Inc.
This was one I had on hand in case monsters or something came into the categories.
That was a pretty neat. I think it was an 80s movie. Maybe it was a 90s movie.
Toxic Avenger. It was like an 80s movie.
Yeah.
It was. I don't think it was the best 80s movie, but it was an 80s movie. So nothing too special here. I mean, I'm not like heartbroken that this one didn't get shown, but certainly a cool character.
It would have won.
It would have. I always like the like tortured characters, like the tortured heroes, like the people that are like really good on the inside, but on the outside they're like monsters, like Phantom of the Opera, and I mean all of these are going to be very like kitty and girly, but Beauty and the Beast and the Beast, and I always root for like the one that isn't,
hot and muscly,
tall, dark, and handsome, and nobody.
Clark Kent.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that's just a little vanilla. It's a little boring. So, anyway, but that was one that I didn't make it on the show, so it's all good. Nothing really missed out there. It would have been a hard sell anyway. But
what else you got? I only have a few extras.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm indecisive, so I have this red cover, this Fantastic Four. That was ready to go.
Reed Richards in chains.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's the trial of Reed Richards.
I can't remember what he went. What did he do?
Reed Richards?
Yeah, I don't really read Fantastic Four much.
Oh, that's cute. Up here in the corner it says, "Hey guys, I know it's assistant editor month, but let's not do anything too silly on the cover, okay? Loves and kisses, John." What's that about? Newsstand? So, another one. Why don't you show something, babe?
Well, I don't know if I think I showed this one, but this was my Oh My God cover.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Because you know, Spider-Man and Black Cat, they dated. Up until this point, you know, it was a good thing. I guess he never took his mask off until this point, and then he did, and then she kind of said, well, you're just like a regular human. You're not that special. I mean, in her mind, he wasn't as superhero as he was in her mind, and they kind of broke up. She just wasn't feeling it anymore. But that was a pretty oh my God moment.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Newsstand?
So I don't know what the weather's like where you guys are, but it has been pretty rainy and stormy here all day. So
I think tonight they're predicting tornadoes somewhere.
yeah, there was another tornado watch like a week ago.
Yeah, a lot of damage. Perry.
Perry.
Hey, Perry.
Hey, old wolf.
Old wolf.
Good to see you guys. We're taking up some of the early night space so that we can watch you guys, especially Perry, till like 2 a.m.
Right. Although it's Sunday night, so, you know, we're probably not going to be up that late.
No. Although I will say with this like work from home quarantine time, like having a normal schedule has been really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Seawooded. Yeah, the newsstands. They're pretty cool.
Aw, thanks. I figured I'd try something different.
Hashtag
quarantine.
Fuchsia said they're getting ready.
Oh, good. So we're going to do an unboxing from the Onlys, but we were just kind of showing some of our runner-up books from couple gories that didn't quite make it and buying time.
Can hear Archer snoring, probably.
Oh, yeah. Archer.
So let's look who we have.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey. Is it dinner time?
It's snack time.
Right.
I got cookies at the store.
All the time.
How are you doing?
Good. We're doing pretty good today. We did we did all of our chores today.
Nice.
That's good.
I feel like that's what we usually do, like on the weekends. We usually do like a hard reset and just like clean everything, clean all the floors. So just so we don't have to deal with it during the week, honestly.
Makes it easier that way.
How about you guys?
Laundry. I'll get around to it though.
Eventually you'll get it done.
Yeah.
Hey,
working from home has me wearing sweatpants a hell of a lot more than I'm like, I don't have as much laundry to do, but it still needs to be done.
I'm wearing sweatpants right now, so I think sweatpants are now like the standard outfit for COVID.
They are.
They really are.
Business on the top half and bedtime on the bottom.
That's the way to do it.
We were just showing some books that we were going to show last night on the couple gories.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
That was tough.
It
was,
is,
right? It was.
Yeah. That first book I didn't grab in enough time because like I went to where I thought it was, but I forgot that I put it in the sentimentals, and I'm like, oh, and then right after I was like, it was right by my feet.
Oh no.
But it was still a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I'd do it again.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun. I think we definitely were not fully prepared. You know what I mean? Like, I think we could have been more prepared. But I guess you can't really be prepared.
Yeah.
Because we had like categories in our head and we had made like all these piles for weird categories, and half of them, it just kind of went out the window, honestly. Like, and you know, Dave was like, get the spider ham. And I was like, really? I was like, I don't know.
That 30 seconds went by so quick.
I know.
I thought I'd be ready, and then I'm like, well, wait, what am I doing? And then where is it? And It was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
This was going to be the muscle category one. This is the one I almost showed because like it was Liefeld, of course, so you get the muscles there. But the one that we almost did was this one because Liefeld and the exaggerated muscles.
Yeah.
So that one was going to be the muscle one.
No.
Hold on.
Oh.
Oh no. Sorry guys. We're figuring out StreamYard.
You're good.
I know. Yeah, we.
I'm
How do
gonna
we
let
get-
Dave drive.
How do we get you guys
with
full
it? We
screen?
Wait, I wanted to make
Yeah,
it full
just,
screen for you guys so we could see the
Oh,
book.
here we go. Solo layout. There we go.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This was the one I had chosen for the muscle ones because Liefeld and his exaggerated body muscles.
Mhm.
But then we ended up going with the red hood.
That one's great.
Sweet.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It
life
was
definitely doesn't draw things proportionately.
No.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about like that Catwoman category too. I'm like, what? I have so many Catwoman books. Like, what one could I do?
Both of
Like,
you
I'd
guys.
have to run out and grab one off the wall.
I know. And we didn't even get to that one. Honestly, I wanted to show 2 for the Catwoman because I have like a box and a half full of Catwoman books. And I thought these were really cool. So this one came out like fairly recently. Remember this
Oh,
one?
Love that one.
But
Where's
then
John?
I
Joel
found
Jones.
but then I found this one. Isn't that like so similar?
They
And that's
do.
from the 90s.
That's gorgeous. I haven't seen that one. Oh,
I
that is
hate trying to like
beautiful.
hold these books even. I feel like it is not working for me. There we go.
Right.
But I just thought
Yeah.
those were like really, really, really similar. And honestly, I was wondering if it was kind of like almost a remake of the same cover. It's very,
Yeah.
very similar.
Like this is Balin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Joel Jones maybe did a homage. I don't know.
Super
She
similar.
Probably had it in
I'm
mind.
super excited for the 80th year anniversary. The
Yeah.
art germ one he's doing is a third cover of her first series.
The
4-issue mini.
Yeah, the first mini.
Yeah. That one looks
Really?
really cool. I can't wait for it to come out.
I know there's so many good covers on that one.
One
When
of
is
the
that
ones
coming
I
out?
would have.
When is that coming out?
It was supposed to come out in April.
It was supposed to be April,
Yeah, it was supposed to come out this month, but when they
Oh.
closed down Diamond, I think
Yeah.
they'll probably come out in May if they open back up.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
I would have
hopefully.
grabbed the.
I know. Yeah, fingers
I'm
crossed.
hoping so. I'm hoping so. Yeah, I
Well,
would have grabbed the one with her like face turned in the ring and like her claws.
Oh,
That art germ
yeah.
one too.
I think it was to issue
it.
2. I think it was
I
the
think it
variant to
was.
issue 2.
It's
Oh.
still out there on the wall.
Yeah.
The slab.
And it had all the hidden,
Yeah.
kind of hidden cats and cat stuff in it. And
Mm-hmm.
But thanks for having us. I'm glad we made it at the same time. I had to
Yeah.
run out to the store real quick and made it back in enough time. So thanks for having us.
Oh yeah, no worries. Thanks for coming on. I'm glad you guys got all your errands done.
Mhm.
That's what Sundays are all they're for, I guess. Even though every day now we're all basically at home. So
Yeah.
This is true.
cool. Well,
Yeah.
we have the box. It made it here and pretty good
Nice.
condition.
Yeah, it survived.
I'm so excited.
I know
Yeah.
me too.
I can't wait. Like, this is so fun. I love sending AOKs. They're so fun to send out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know. I
It
love
is.
to you, but you especially. You have a blast like hunting for it, and it
Yeah.
is. It's fun.
It's
Like,
just like
planning for it.
how Matt does it. Like the boy who had 7 sending out AOKs, and it's like
Mhm.
his 12 nights of Christmas. It
Yeah.
just was so cool seeing like,
Yeah, that
and
was
it's so
awesome.
incredible how much the community just supports everybody else. It's like, I love it. Got to give back to it.
I feel like, honestly, it's really great that everyone had the opportunity to connect before all this. You know what I mean? Because it's like you already have people to interact with and people to talk with. You've been talking with them anyway. So it's like a change for a lot of people. But I think for most people in this community, it's what we've been doing all along.
Mhm.
It's inside of a Gemini mailer.
Sweet. Only the best
That's
way
what
to
we
tackle
realized
it.
is like with this whole shutdown and quarantine is like our patterns for what we do each week hasn't changed at all.
Not
Like,
really. No.
Yeah.
we haven't
I mean,
really.
pretty much. We figured that we've been preparing for this our whole lives and loving.
We're not preppers.
Not in that way, just being away from people and not being out in the crowds. We prefer that anyway.
Yeah, we're homebodies. So,
Yeah.
I mean, for some people, I think they're going absolutely stir crazy. But for us, like, I mean, it's definitely,
Exactly,
how other people are being affected right now. But just regarding our day-to-day lives, it's not much different.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's really
Yeah.
nice.
Same.
Well, it's so good to see you guys too, because like being on the show last night was the first time we've actually like seen you. Like you've
In a
still been
while,
in
yeah.
chats and everything, but it was
Yeah.
like it was really good.
We like supporting everybody. We love always being in the chats, and that itself takes up time. And we usually have YouTube running in the background anyway when we're doing stuff.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, even when I'm reading and stuff, like you'll have a stream or something on and kind
Aw,
of lurking.
this is so nice.
Is it stuck?
No, I think it's all taped together.
Yeah. I
Wow.
wanted to make sure it got there safely.
Awesome. You want to read it? You can read it.
Can you read it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Can we read it?
Yeah, sure.
I'm
Oh,
sure.
okay.
No worries.
Delphia Kachung, Soldier and I have been so excited to get this out to you two. You both deserve so much more than this. At least this the least we could do.
Aw.
That's nice.
That's really nice.
If you both enjoy and know this community loves our cosplay duo, apparently I can't spell and write any good imperfections, and all you're worth it. Much love, nerds unite.
Aw.
That's
I almost rewrote it, but I'm like, no, I'll just put it in can't spell.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool. There's some art from Soldier in here.
No way.
Oh yeah, you did do that. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot you put that in there.
That's so cool.
Pull tabs.
Pull tabs.
Gotta love the pull tabs.
Oh yeah.
You guys are experts.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
I'm
want to.
kind of upset the OCD just a bit that I can't help pull tabs and everything else. Like it
Mhm.
just.
Yeah, they definitely help.
Okay.
I'm a lot more organized. You're more of like an organized mess. Like.
I am. It's like a organized chaos.
So we'll do these sight unseen. It's kind of like the regular method, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot.
Everyone gets surprised at the same time. Contagion.
Oh, Catwoman. Contagion. Let me see. That's so cool. Oh, wow. That's awesome.
That's so bizarre because I
Her
found
suit is awesome.
I love Balin's suit for her. Like that
Didn't-
purple.
Didn't that story art cross over?
It
Yeah.
did.
Because
I was gonna say
Yes, it's
I
so
just
cool.
found a Robin. I don't collect Robin, but we must have got it at a 25-cent sale or something, and it was part of the Contagion story.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
because I think that's what we saw was a Robin one. Yeah,
Yeah. And there's Shadow of the Bat.
and and that
Shadow
one,
of the Bat is the first Contagion one.
part one.
Yeah, part
Okay.
one.
Who's the lady in white?
Oh,
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
it's not Cyber or whatever, isn't it? It's not that one
No, I don't think it's Cypher.
or Cypher or whatever. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
So it's not that one.
I know Marvel more than DC.
I haven't gotten that far in my Balin run.
Yeah, because she's reading it in the trades.
Yeah, that are out in the living room, but
We got one of them up there, I think, but.
That's awesome.
Catwoman 31. You definitely don't have that one.
No, I don't. That's awesome.
Okay, you ready? Oh,
Yep.
it says the barcode's red.
Oh, yeah.
The one I have, it's a
Direct-
DC, it's one of
Directo.
those DC logos.
Oh, okay.
It's also red.
I didn't notice that the barcode was red on that.
That's cool.
I didn't either.
Yeah, that's a
To
trip.
be the whole Contagion thing.
I like all the skulls all around the edges.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
You ready? Number 2.
Yes.
Catwoman.
Oh,
More
wow. That's a great one.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite covers from that run.
That's awesome.
It took forever to find that one, and then when I came across it the second time, I'm like, I have to get it again. I have to.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
And I know you're collecting the Banelet run too, so I'm like, do you have these too? If
I
not,
don't. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. I love them. I'm surprised there wasn't like a wedding dress category last night.
I know. That was one I had kind of like mentally in my head. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too. There'd be like a wedding one, or because
This
we
would have
have
been
that.
perfect.
Yeah, it was the Fantastic Four
Not well. Do you mean the?
or the Amazing Spider-Man. I had a few in mind if they did a wedding cover last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we recently got a Avengers 60, which is when Pym and Janet Van Dyne got married. Yeah, we have a few different wedding ones.
I love how everyone uses blue tape. We use green tape, but it's the same thing.
Honestly, we use whatever tape we have. That's the red.
Trademark where we have red tape.
We use whatever tapes around. I'll get stuff for like DIY projects, and then Dave just uses it all on comics, so then we can't do the DIY projects.
Because I have all these spare boards for when we do like double ups, and I'm like over here writing on all of them, sending them out, and it's like that's great.
Yeah, because some of our nicer books I'll double or triple board sometimes, and
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Whoa.
Catwoman, the Mindy Newell, J.J. Birch, and Michael Baer. So is that is that Batman?
Behind her?
No, who is that behind her?
I think he's in the story, but I don't know if that's him.
Oh, that's cool.
He might show up eventually, but I don't know if that's him on the cover.
That does look like Batman.
It could
He
be,
is in the story. I think it is Batman because I've read that one.
Because you read it, yeah. That's the mini.
That's awesome.
It's number 4 of 4.
Yeah, it's a 4-issue mini. So it is Batman in the back.
Oh, it is.
Will they be lovers?
Yeah.
Or the deadliest of enemies?
Ah.
Very cool. Have you read this Have you read this whole run?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good run. I enjoyed it. You don't quite get this Selena Kyle. She hadn't quite found herself yet into what she is now, but it was like one of her first minis. It was still a good read. I enjoyed it.
It's awesome.
It's very different.
For mature readers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was darker, didn't you say? It was,
it was darker, yeah.
The art.
89?
Yes.
Right, we go.
Valent.
Oh, that's the same
it's
series.
the run. Is it the whole run? Should we just look up the run?
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Yay.
That's so awesome.
1, 2, 4. I had to. I was like, I had doubles of them all, and I'm like, Delphia. She's just these got to go to her.
Oh my god, that's so cool. There's even a lady in a red dress. I'm definitely gonna read this.
One is the one that Art Germ is doing for the 20th anniversary, where it has 80th. Yeah, 80th anniversary.
Yeah, he did Art Germ did a recreation of that. The third one.
Yeah, the third one, babe. That's the second one.
What's that?
This one. I think this one's the second.
Oh, you said Art Germ's recreating.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the Art Germ one that he's doing for the 80th
For the
anniversary.
80th, yeah, he did a recreation of that one, and it's dope. It looks so good.
Awesome.
That is awesome. I'm excited. Thank you. I was gonna. That's why I was asking you. I was like, "How was this? How was the run?" Now I'll let you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't read that one yet though either, but you did though.
I've read it once, and then even Jabroni has done a review on that one.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Oh, sorry, babe.
Review on that.
Jabroni did a review on this run.
On the Catwoman one.
That's cool. I don't know if I've seen any of Jabroni's reviews. I've seen a lot of his auctions, but I didn't know he did a lot of reviews.
I've seen a couple, yeah.
It was a while ago. Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was like probably sometime last year, I think in May. maybe a year ago. It was a while ago because it was back when I had them out in the living room, and then I ended up bringing them into the comic room.
Yeah, because yours we used to have on display.
That's crazy. Look at that.
It's funny because it's stuff I drew like oh my God, I don't even know, like 6 years ago probably.
At least 6, yeah.
Yeah.
At least 6 years ago. We found a bunch of his art underneath the desk, and so I was like, well, let's send that out too.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome.
That's like
It's signed.
Yeah.
Wait, is it? Oh my God.
Signed.
That's awesome.
Mjolnir.
Soldier, I didn't know that you did art.
Yeah, I used to tattoo full time and until it destroyed my back and
yeah. The first words I ever said to him was, "What are you drawing?" Because we were at a party and he's sitting there drawing, and like we'd hang out the first couple times and he'd be like, "Sorry, I'm so boring. I'm just sitting here drawing." And I'm like, "No, I love it. This is so cool watching you draw." And
it's amazing.
so I found some of it up, so I'm like,
it's colored so well too.
I mean, I think that I agree. I think Kachung, I would say, is definitely gifted as far as being able to draw. He's not an artist, but like, you know, when we do our cosplays.
Yeah, I'll sketch up the cosplays.
Your cosplays are killer. You have such a good Moon Knight.
I know, I love it.
I just wish I could always do more. You know, we always get crunch time, and we can't spend all year doing them. Some people just do it constantly, but we just don't have the time. And then we get so close to the con that, you know, we're just doing the minimum that shows the character. And, you know, as far as my Moon Knight goes, I wanted to do, you know, better coloring on the abs, and then thigh pieces and forearm pieces, and just, you know, a little bit more. But I think I'll probably redo him. I was thinking of adding extra elements to the Moon Knight, but I think I'm just going to probably redo it. The helmet's a bit big, and I'd like to do the armor a lot better, and attach the cape better. When you do it, it's you just see the mistakes. But when you photograph it and get the right lighting, you have lights on it. To other people, it looks amazing. All I see is imperfections, but you know, it's still a lot of fun, and that's kind of where my creativity comes out.
As long as you have lights on it,
right?
The lights.
I love that touch on it, because I've never, out of all the Moon Knight cosplays I've seen, I'm pretty sure I've never seen that done. So yeah, it was a lot of practice, and you know, you kind of just jump in, you make mistakes. You try and hide the mistakes, and everything that's behind, you know, all the wiring and stuff, it looks crazy, and there's glue everywhere. But you know, when you see it from, you know, perspective,
it's never really finished. There's always more work to be done.
It's funny because it's similar in what I used to do too. Like even with tattooing and a lot of like all the different art stuff I used to do, I would have to, you know, hide stuff, and you know, like you don't see it, but you know, I know it's there, what used to be there. Yeah.
You're always your own worst critic.
What was that?
I just said you're always your own worst critic.
Yeah, and that's so true in my case for sure.
It's funny when we're at the con, especially on like the Saturdays or Friday and Saturday night when there's parties well into the night, you'll see people that you saw hours ago and their costume looked pretty good. Like it was all together and painted, and there's like duct tape falling off.
Yeah, the glue is because you get hot inside there. And sometimes if you use the wrong hot glue, it will start to melt from your body heat. And the pieces start falling off, and you see them always adjusting things on their helmets, or, you know, and there's actually people that cosplay as cosplay repair people, and they'll go around with the full kit, like, you know, they got the tool belt, and they have, you know, extension cords and glue guns, and, you know, extra paint or super glue, and
that's
usually like 2 or 3 at least. And if you find them and something's wrong with your costume, they'll help you fix it.
That's awesome. I think there was one when we went to the con here.
Really?
They had like a big Don't you remember, like, they had like a big like sign on a stick that was like you could like spot them out, but they just like repair here, and
I didn't notice that.
I could have sworn you did.
They usually have like tape and batteries and
if
scissors.
your lights are going out, they'll charge your batteries for you. And yeah, it's pretty neat.
Sometimes they even have like the ability to have a hot glue gun running.
Yeah.
So
yeah, 'cause that's the thing. You have to make it to where you can wear it for a long time. You know, wear it all day, and you walk all day in it too. And
after you've done it a couple of times, the first thing you think of when you come up with a new design is comfort.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's the most important.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can I spend a few hours in this at least? And for Dragon Con, can I spend all day in it?
Yeah, when we see people like wearing stilts and oddly sitting and like contraptions, I'm just impressed that they stay like that for hours.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's a lot of work that goes into it. I don't know if I have it in me. Like, I don't think I could ever actually do it.
Yeah, I mean, it would be awesome to get into, but yeah, I don't know. I mean,
it's good. Well,
I'm too much of like a perfectionist too, like with like art and creating stuff too. So I don't know.
It probably honestly make you better at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people.
Yeah, but like you were saying, like time too. Yeah.
A lot of time.
But the reason they're amazing is because they've spent 8, 10, 12 years doing it, and they were at the same stage as everyone else when they started. You know, just carving stuff out of foam and throwing some glue on it and throwing some sealer and painting it, and maybe it melts during the day, but they started and they just learn from their mistakes and get better.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's crazy.
We'll probably, I don't know, I think I might start showing a few of our cosplay pieces and maybe get into maybe streaming if we have time. If the quarantine keeps going for weeks and months, give us something to do and show in progress on a cosplay or two.
That'd be cool to see.
Yeah, it would be
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I like seeing it take shape too. You know, from like beginning and
middle
to end.
There was one cosplayer here that did the best Oliver Queen I'd ever seen. He was like so comic book accurate, and I freaked out. I totally geeked out. And I was like, oh my god, I need a picture. And
did you get a picture?
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. Yeah, because it was like when we got him a picture with the Lady Deadpool cosplayer, and then we had came across this. His was just so comic accurate with the blonde and everything. Like,
yeah, he was a good one.
It's easy. I mean, I think it's easy to kind of geek out over like just regular people when you see them in like a costume and it looks like a character that you're like, oh my god. But I mean, I think that's fun. Everyone works really hard and they appreciate that.
They do, yeah, they really do. Yeah, for sure.
It's awesome.
Yeah, because when we've been going to our local cons, that's how we love like getting pictures with when like the characters and the cosplayers and stuff that we see.
It's a lot of fun, and some of them like pull it off so well that it's like it's so awesome to see just how dedicated they are and all the hard work that went into it, and it's so awesome. Like even your Spider-Gwen, that one the venomized one. Oh
yeah, like the Gwen one.
You did so good on that one too.
Yeah.
It's just like unbelievable. Like, by the time the project's finished and you're like go to the con, it's so awesome.
That one was also so comfortable.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that one I could see that one. Yeah.
Well, she had contacts, but it was only one.
Oh yeah, I was only blind out of one eye.
Yeah.
She'll get some prescription colored contacts, right? And so it's hard to see out of.
Well, sometimes, I mean, especially with like the opaque contacts, like you can't see, period. Like there's no way that they can make it white over your entire eye and you can see out of that. So you're basically just impaired. But for that part of your eyesight anyway. But
it was fun drawing the makeup on
artistry.
The tendrils of venom turning her to one.
That looked good too. Yeah.
Eyeliner.
There's more. We got more books.
Oh yeah.
Heck, no way. What? You guys know me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Captain Marvel.
He loves
Number
I had
two.
to.
Marvel.
We had to. Like we came across them. We're like, Kajun.
Yeah, so this is one of the first runs I started to collect as a first collector in the 90s. I bought a run. It was super cheap back then. And I got 2 through 30. And I've had those since the early 90s. The number 26 is the second appearance of Thanos, or he's on the cover, first appearance on the cover. And Mr. G, always pushing us to get on YouTube.
I know, he's an instigator.
Mr.
But
Girl.
yeah, it does mean this series, this character means a lot to me. He died of cancer. My mom died of cancer. The number 26 is the Thanos appearance in the window. Was published just before I was born. And I just want to get this full run. So I've still got quite a few to get past 31. But here's one that's ticked off. The fellow Symbiote Club members pitched together and got me issue number 1. That was streamed on, I think that was on the Hunters. Mr. Garrel and Kung Fu streamed.
Love that show. Monday nights. Monday nights.
We'll drop their link below.
Yeah. But they all chipped together and got me number 1, and I've been wanting that for such a long time. It blew my mind. But yeah.
Dave made the O face when he opened it. Like he was just like.
I know. I need to. I need to find that now. I need to see that.
Definitely. Need to find it. I don't know how we missed it because I'm always watching the Hunters Monday nights.
Yeah. I still need to get his first and second appearance, which isn't in this series. It's Marvel Superheroes 13 and is it 12 and 13 or 13 and 14?
Yeah, I can't remember.
One of them is Carol Danvers, which is actually worth more, would you believe, because of the movie and her popularity.
Yeah.
Her first appearance is worth more than Captain Marvel's first appearance. But this is awesome, guys. Thank you so much. It's in beautiful shape.
Beautiful shape.
You guys clearly take good care of your books.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Keisha said yes.
Yeah, we barely started working on that run, the Captain Marvel.
Yeah, we did just barely start on the run. Yeah. Barbarian, Kung Fu, and Garrel, so great to watch on Mondays with that.
It's one of our favorite shows.
Having Mo on sometimes too.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they started doing a regular show.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just drives the content. It brings the followers and the interest.
And we love you guys having your Saturday regular show too. Like that's part of our Saturday.
We're trying to make sure it's consistent because I know we disappeared for a while, but we're definitely trying to make sure we're at least doing it every Saturday. But yesterday it was like it has been a long week and we already had plans to be on Comigories, and I'm like, well, at least do Comigories because it's just it was a busy week. I tried to get off early every day all week and ended up working past my shift because I got stuck on a call, and it just was just my luck because we were slow, so we weren't having as much call volume, but I would still get stuck on a call, and there's a few nights I didn't get off till like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm too beat to do anything else. I'm just gonna go to bed. But it was a long week, so we definitely try to keep married with issues every Saturday. It's a blast to do.
Yeah, it's part of our routine. I mean, Saturdays it's get up and watch John, and then we're usually watering the garden at that stage, and then if we go and run chores during normal pre-quarantine
we used to be at the grocery store like around that time, but now we kind of avoid that on the weekends.
We used to be out and about, and you guys would come on. I remember one specific time we were going to the dump to dump some stuff off, and we listened to, because it was a pretty long drive, and we listened to you guys all the way. It was just part of our day.
That's funny.
That's so awesome. Yeah, I love watching John with Kate and Charlie in the mornings, and even Stay Puft, Sean doing his shows, talking with the comic community, and
we normally watch that when we're going to our LCS usually, and
they talk a lot about old cartoons. They get excited about that. Well, here's another one. Oh my God, it's another one. What the heck? 61.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Is that the one that I literally had to possibly
I didn't know
say
she
last
had
night?
a Captain Marvel.
Yeah, we have
It's over there.
we have a lot of overlap in our collection, and sometimes like he'll find something in my collection, and he's like, "Oh my God!" and I'll give it to him because it makes more sense in his collection, and vice versa.
And vice versa.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I'm gonna break down and get the CLZ app. I have League of Comic Geeks right now, but I know I'm gonna break down and get the CLZ because it's just like so much easier knowing what we have. So like now when we go comic book hunting, we're like, oh wait, do we have that one? And I'll just pull it up and I'm able to verify, and it saved us from buying multiples of ones at so many times.
Yeah.
It's so worth having it cataloged in an app.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love it. I think now I have the last 4 or 5 issues.
Yeah, and we still have the list of the ones you have that you sent us too.
Well, now you got a multiple Comic Monday.
Yeah. This one is in much better shape.
Yeah, yours is amazing.
I'm sure I got mine out of a quarter bin.
Yeah, that's a good thing about this series. Most of them are pretty affordable. There's a few issues.
That's what I've been writing with the Catwoman Bandit runs too.
Mm-hmm. The trick is just finding, because you pretty much picked all, like the 2 comic shops in our area, you pretty much picked all their collections dry of the Valiant Catwoman and most of the Green Arrow now too.
I'll have to start getting the line now because I got to pick dry.
Yeah, probably like mycomicshop.com probably, because I know I was looking at them. They have like what was it, like 87 of the 94 in stock or something.
Yep.
So they got a good portion of it.
Thanks, Z. Z's such a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
Love seeing Z in chat.
The Fighting Black Cat one too, yeah. That one was an awesome one too.
That was a really good one.
That was fun.
So incredible.
Another comfy one.
Oh, the Spidey and Black Cat. My boots weren't that comfortable. Just like when you walk in boots like that for a long period of time, I mean, it's just prone for blisters. You know what I mean? I always bring flats with me so I can change in and out of them. But I feel like that day, the events we wanted to get into, like Dragon Con did not have them set up very well. Like we had to climb like 3 sets of stairs just to get in certain rooms and to wait in another line to get in another room. It's kind of intense that day, but it was overall it was comfortable. It was fun, but it just was like not set up well that day.
Yeah, there are people lining up everywhere, but there's always parties.
It's like a big rave.
Pretty much.
I believe it.
It's a good time to like bring children during the day, but after like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, it's time for kids to go home.
Yeah. Here's another one.
I don't know. I love that old series too. I just love how just the trade dress and how I just love how the old ones look.
The title is great. The colors are always amazing. They use the whole color palette in every cover.
Yeah, I love the just Marvel Bronze Age period.
Yeah, absolutely. Woo. Covering up your face.
No, it's okay.
I'm going to cover up my face.
I know I do it all the time accidentally where I'm like,
it came across as I know where they need to go. I'm getting them and they're going out.
Lord of
I know
the
that's
living
been
energy.
collecting for a while, so I'm like, I have to.
That's awesome.
Mm.
I love this.
This is like Christmas for Kachung. For a little while, Barbarian, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but he had a couple of Captain Marvels that he was taunting him with. He kept saying, he kept like trying to bait him into the auctions. And we had just taken a little bit of a break from buying comics because for a while there, I think between the two of us, honestly, I mean, we were spending way too much on a weekly basis. You know, like, and I would go buy stuff and then I would call him. And we eventually started talking like while we were at the comic shop to make sure we didn't get tons of duplicates. You know, because I would get something that I would think he would like, and he would get something he'd think I would like. And so we just had to kind of like pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we had gotten a little out of control.
And although we have separate collections, it's kind of our collection together, and there's no point having two of the same book.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I like the app so much. Is it's prevented us from getting so many duplicates. And I mean, when we first started getting really back heavy into collecting, we were not geeking responsibly.
No, yeah,
but we've worked on the budget, and now and so like now if we're at the comic book store, sometimes I'm taking longer than he is, or sometimes it's vice versa. But all he has to say is, okay, we've reached the budget. And I'm like, okay, no more looking. We got to get out of here before we get in trouble. Just tell me we've reached the budget of what we set on a limit of what we have available to spend, and I won't look anymore. But if I think that we still have like, 20, 30 bucks left, I'm going to be hunting for even more books. So it's like...
Yeah, we kind of turned it into a segment of the show, too, the his and hers, so we'll come up with a budget and split it in half, and then so it's like, you have that, I have this, and then for the show, then we just show what we, found from the hunt with whatever the budget was or whatever.
Good for you guys.
That's discipline. Do you guys have a pull list still? Well, I mean, I know right now, but in general.
Yeah, we do. We still have a pull list.
It's a lot smaller. I mean, because like when we first started, like you were saying, it was ridiculous.
Well, and there was a short time there where we weren't able to go for like at least a month and a half, almost 2 months, and it created an overflow to where when we went to go pick up our hold, they had it in one full short box of just our hold. And I'm like, okay, we got to get this cleared up. And he would be wanting to buy more new books, and I'd get like my books out of the hold, and then he'd still have like 20 books in the hold that I'm like, okay, with my share of what we're spending on the budget, I'm just going to get some of his books out so we can just get rid of this overflow. And
it took a little bit, but yeah, we got it.
It took a little bit.
It worked. We finally got it out. But yeah, and he's been getting the Invincible hardcovers ordered in through our LCS, so they've still just been putting those in the hold when we go. So.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, we've tried to engage with our LCS, but they're not selling directly right now out of the store, and I think honestly they're just stressed out, but they don't really have the capacity to sell online right now. Like they didn't set that up, so I'm hoping they're trying to do that. But
they usually have good books too. They got good wall books. They're always getting collections in. I mean, yeah, we like to support them. I mean, but we kind of went cold turkey. I think it was probably June or July last year. We hadn't bought a new comic book day book since then. We just had to reevaluate the budget and everything, and
we had no budget.
Yeah, we did the same thing.
Definitely have to, because that's
kind
what
of
we
around
had to
that
do.
same time, actually. I think is when it was like June or July last year. I think it was kind of around that same time.
Would have been May or June when we really revised what books that were new and coming out that we wanted, and which ones we could pass on. And
because it was actually at the same time I started playing Destiny again a lot more, so I was kind of like got hooked back into video games for a little bit. But
it was because one of the first times I went to the comic book store after he got into Destiny, it was when the Doom series came out with the #1, and I knew he had no idea, and I'm like, I know he loves Doom, so I went to the comic book store to practically just get my books since he wasn't coming with me, and I'm like, oh, if he wants them, he'll get them when he does. But I saw that Doom, and I'm like, I have to get it for him, and the look on his face, he's like, I didn't even know there was a Doom series.
That's what actually kind of pulled me back into it too.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
We definitely cut back a lot from what we used to get, and so now it's not as much. And usually we have like a set budget of how much we can get away with, and if we don't have it, then we just like in the meantime, we're probably not going to buy any more new books for a while until we get the drawers, because
we're going to be switching our collection over to the comic drawers. And
that last haul that we got on Saturday, we don't have any storage for it. Like all of our short boxes are full, and we don't have any more room. So I'm like, okay, let's put the brakes on buying more books until we find something to put them all in, because what's like, you gotta have something to store them. So we're hoping to get these comic book drawers that'll just be like the stackable ones.
Yeah, it's because in that way, I mean, it saves space. So where you're going up more.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of have the same issue. We use our like office space room, whatever. It's pretty much everything. It's like the everything room.
Yeah.
And honestly, we were starting to like get pushed out of the room from comics. And
not just a financial issue, it can be a storage issue.
Twofolds,
really. One of the guys at the LCS, he used to, until he donated all his books to the store, he just would collect the single issues, and then once the trade came out, get the trade and sell the issues so that he'd get his money back on getting the trade. So and then he could just put that trade straight on a bookshelf and rather have it instead of having it in a short box.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, look at someone like Gem Mint, who has like all omnibuses, omnibuy, whatever the plural of omnibuses is. Because if you had all that in single issue,
it'd be a lot.
Yeah,
it'd be a fortune.
I mean, because he has, I don't know if it's he has almost every single hardcover or omnibus ever made. I swear he does. But if he had all that in issues,
and that's like you're just a purist for stories at that stage, and the cover doesn't really matter. Some issues maybe, it just depends how you collect, I suppose.
That too.
And when we stopped last year, especially for me, it was like FOMO extreme. I'm like, I'm missing out on all these books. I really want to get this. And if you stand in the bookstore, you're gonna be getting lots of stuff potentially, just from cover buys. And the first thing that disappeared from my FOMO were cover buys. And I'm like, I don't need these. I don't read the story normally. I'm just buying it for the artist, and I don't need them. But I cut back, and before we actually cut back completely, I cut back to a few stories. But it made us reevaluate, what we really like, and how we want to collect. But the strict budget that you guys have, I think, is a good starting point.
It is. It's saved us a lot, because we have it as an escape, where it's like there's so much going on in life that it's good to just read these stories and get involved in them. And I love collecting, but we were definitely spending way too much, buying way too many. And there's even some that I was collecting where I'm like, okay, I'm buying these new books as they come out, but I haven't read the last 3 issues that I have. Why am I still buying this if I haven't read it? Maybe that says something itself that, okay, if I read it and catch up and like it, then continue. But it definitely made us reevaluate too. But
and when it comes to that, like new series starting, if it's something we normally don't know quite yet about it or anything, me personally, at least, I have like the 3-issue rule where, after 3 issues, if I don't like it or whatever, if I can do without it, then drop it or whatever. But
stick to reading. Well, we got a couple more books here to show. Thanks for coming, Old Wolf. Nice having you along for the ride.
Old Wolf is so sweet.
Oh, we love Old Wolf. Oh my God, more Captain Marvel. You guys are spoiling us.
We had to.
Comics.
You guys weren't doing shows for a while, and I'm like, we need to give them an A. Okay, we need to send them some bucks.
Ooh, 25 cents. So there must have been a point in the 40s where they went from 25 cents to 30. Lovely colors. Is that Ronin?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say on that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronin the Accuser's probably.
They were all really great covers, and it's just like glad that you had sent us what you were collecting, and I'm like, okay, this one, this one, this one.
Yeah,
this one.
that's where a lot of the anxiety comes from, for me at least, when I'm like hunting for an AOK or something, is you don't know if they have it or not. You know, that's like the big thing for me. So I'm glad that we had the list. And,
yeah. Well, oh my God.
Yellow cover.
That's a yellow cover. Number 38. Trial of the Watcher.
One of those we had gotten in the Barbarian box, I think.
Is that what?
Or was it one that we already had?
Well, there was one we already had.
That would be funny if it was Barbarian.
I mean, even
Barbarian lives in Georgia as well.
Yeah, he lives near us. We still haven't hooked up, but we'll meet him one day in person.
Yes, for sure. I know that's our next goal is, you know, like once everybody's out of quarantine and cons kick back up, I want to be able to go to like MegaCon or, you know, just go where a lot of people are going and just meet people in the community. Like that would just be the most awesome thing to do, that I'm hoping one of these days we'll make it out to a con that everybody else is out at too.
Yeah.
Preferably one out there, like in Florida or Georgia, because it seems like there's a lot of the community is out there in that area. At least it seems. I mean, because I know there's a lot from Florida and Georgia, and I'm a huge Falcons fan, so I want to go to Atlanta anyways.
Yeah, there's comics at Dragon Con too.
I feel like, and there's also a lot of gaming too. They have like the entire like apparel mart downstairs, or right, the whole area. America Mart, yeah, downstairs. They have it all set up for gaming, and people are there playing Dungeons and Dragons. People are there playing board games, and everyone's. I mean, not everyone.
Like pinball machines and, you know, arcade style games.
It's basically an excuse for adults to be kids.
Yeah.
Like.
Nice.
I love that.
Which is perfect for you guys and for us. I mean, it's kind of like the one time a year that honestly I feel like there's just, you can do something and just be a complete nerd out in public without any judgment, because the person behind you is wearing a, you know, just as a ridiculous costume as you. You know what I mean? So it's like.
Yeah, we didn't really get older. We just got more expensive stuff and toys. and
more overgrown toys.
Yeah, overgrown children. Like there's like every once in a while, even if we're at the grocery store, he ended up getting a Batman cup. That's just a little plastic kid's cup. We were walking down, like getting ready to leave the store, and he sees the Batman cup, and we're like, okay, well, my.
Whenever Kaching and I go into. I think they're breaking up.
Cut out a little bit.
Oh, you're back.
What were you saying?
Oh, no, I was just saying whenever Kaching and I go to like CVS or Walgreens, I always lose him down the toy aisle.
It's those pops, man.
Oh, yeah, that's me too.
Always. Every time.
I don't get any. I just look at them.
I feel like we've gotten at least something from CVS or Walgreens, but maybe it's not all the time. But he does get lost down there with like the action figures and the pops, and and I'm like, it got him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's the same there, but I mean, like the Walgreens here, it's very hit or miss. You know, sometimes it's like, I don't know, it's weird. You never know what you're gonna find. At least here, the kind of where the toys and pops and stuff like that is here. I don't know. They're just always so just kind of just random and scattered. Like you never know.
Sometimes it's crap, and sometimes they have a really good selection.
Yeah. Like the last time we were at a Walgreens, they had a couple pops I had never even seen before or since. And oh God, what was it? It was I took pictures. I didn't buy any, but I took pictures of them because they were cool. But, yeah, it was something to do with Spider-Man. One of them was like the Spider-Man Fantastic Four thing with the bag on his head. Yeah. And then the other one, I can't remember what it was. I need to post it on Instagram or something.
Never fails. He's always going down the kit, down to the toys and everything. Okay, we need to get other groceries, but
Thanks, G-Flag.
happens every time.
Keeping us on in the background.
Thanks, man. We got one more book, so here we go. Damn.
Captain Marvel. That's cool.
That's a cool flying cover.
It is a good flying cover.
And a moon.
I was trying to prep all week, like, for Comic-Goers. Like, what Comic-Goers are they going to have? Is there going to be this one? Or I'm thinking, what about this one? And then just blind what they were going to be until the show. I'm not prepared for any of these.
I really wanted
except for maybe one, but
the one I really wanted the damsel in distress category. I had a book in mind that.
Oh yeah, that one didn't get played.
Yeah, it's funny. You see the other categories and you're like, "Ooh, we have some lined up for that. Maybe we'll just have to find him." This is awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I think when we were
collecting the Captain Marvel.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was just saying we knew we were collecting the Captain Marvel and the Catwoman, so I'm like, they have to go out that way. Like that's where they're going.
Aww.
So, I was just so happy to get them out. I'm glad they made them to you safe.
We appreciate it. Yeah, we definitely had a lot going on life-wise the last so many months. So it's been hectic. And I mean, I think that, we were never doing like a ton of shows, but we picked up and did a few shows a week. And I mean, you guys do a lot more than us, and it can definitely start to take up time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like the prepping for it. And even if it's just getting your books together or what you're going to talk about. Yeah. And so I think that just for a minute we had to kind of like pump the brakes, and they switched everything to StreamYard as well. So we weren't really sure about, how that was going to work out. And we just kind of fell back into the chat for a little while.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good to be like more interactive with everybody. And, like, I feel like it's a good thing for everyone to keep their morale up. Well, there's like so much negativity going on. I think it's a really positive thing that we all have.
Yeah. Yeah. Did we lose them again? Here we go.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because it is a lot of like Pez and how he's all over the place. I mean, I don't have that much energy after work. Oftentimes I just want to just relax and watch a show. But it's just so cool knowing and getting to know everybody and talking to them more, and just even if it is just being in chats, and it's a lot of work to always do a show, but a lot of times it's still just really worth being able to hop on for a little bit. Because I know we did disappear for like 2 months, and in the 2 months that we disappeared, but it feels good to be back and be interactive, because it's just like an alternative escape to not worry so much and just have some time to hang out.
Well, it's really like the only people we really talk to. We don't really interact with like local people or anything, like.
No, yeah, we don't go out or talk to anybody really. So it's like everybody in the community is so able to hop on YouTube and see everybody in chat, even if it is just only in chat.
Yeah. Like even New Year's, we're on with Comic-Core and stuff. And
yeah, we hopped on with Comic-Core for a little bit.
Oh, it's cool.
So many people.
Everyone's
and it's
on
so
New Year's.
Yeah. And this weekend,
next week, there's a lot of people around.
The online Comic-Con. What's it called?
Mainframe? Is it Mainframe?
Yeah, it is Mainframe.
Yeah, so that'll be kind of cool. I think John wants to have us on to talk about cosplay late at night, so we'll probably bring out a few props or something. And it's
David full costume.
Future's birthday.
That would be awesome.
Well, thank you so much.
I'm curious to see how that turns out.
Yeah, guys, this is awesome. I mean, I'm certainly
so very welcome. I'm so glad to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to certainly read through this run. I'm excited. This is awesome.
It's a good read. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
4-part series.
This is definitely, probably a lot of our collection, Captain Marvel and Catwoman. So
Yeah.
spot on.
Spot on. And those little art pieces are great. We'll have to put them up with some other art that we have.
In there.
Yeah.
It's like when we moved.
Oh, go ahead. No, I'm good.
What was that?
Oh no, I was just
saying
saying about the art that I have. I really love art, so I think that's awesome that you guys sent this to us. We'll have to find some frame to put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to get back into it more too, but yeah, time thing again. Back into the time thing.
Definitely time. Because like when we first got together, he was drawing all the time, all day, every day, and so it's like a lot of his artwork we have in a box where it's just stacks of like what he used to draw all the time. And I'm like, I came across extras. I'm like, oh, I know what to do with these. I'm going to send them out to people. Like, that's just what needs to be done. And,
it's funny when you get to know people through this medium, and you're in the LCS or you have a book in your own collection you don't really want anymore. You put it aside for them because you know what they like. I know I have a couple of piles here for other people in the community. Eventually they'll go out.
Just
we have boxes that are dedicated for like we have a box marked community, so
that's definitely a fun part of comic hunting. Is now when I go out to the comic book store, if I'm hunting, I'll come across the book and I'll think just this person or that person right off the bat, like, yes, I'm gonna get it for them, and then set it aside until I have enough to send out. But oftentimes going through like even just comic hunting, there's so many people in the community that pop into my head when I come across a certain book or title, and I'm like,
or character
or even character, and it's just so awesome being able to see what everybody else is so into and so passionate about, and it's really incredible. I never thought something like this could exist, and I'm just so glad that it does.
Yeah,
I agree, and I think some people. I think it's important to honestly, if you're gonna do this and at some point try to monetize it, I think it's extremely important to have that schedule. You know what I mean? So like keeping to it. I feel like at this point we just do it because we enjoy connecting with everyone in the community.
Exactly.
And giving back in this kind of way, just being live and talking to people and interacting with the chat when there is we have only a few people in here, but just like when we're in the chat from another person's stream, it's nice to interact with those people too, and it's kind of giving back to the community in that way, just being a part of it.
I agree. We watch all kinds of stuff. Some of the stuff we watch, there's 30 people in the chat, and some of the stuff we watch, we're the only people in the chat. And it doesn't matter. Like, it's still entertaining, and it's good to see what people are doing. Honestly, people are getting really creative right now because they can't get any new books. But I think it's good.
Old books, yeah.
I think honestly, this is a good time for me and potentially you to do a good purge of like books, because I have things that like lead to nowhere, honestly, in my collection.
It's good to do every now and then, for sure.
Yeah,
it is.
Every once in a while.
They'll either go to auction or they'll end up in an AOK.
Yeah, because someone else may be excited about it, just because it's a good book. It's just not something that I'm going to continue collecting.
Yeah, that's auctions and stuff last year, and
because we did sell quite a bit of our collection, where it's just we had too much, and we're like, okay, well, get it out. And Barbarian, my goodness, he finds so many good books for so cheaply.
I know he's
cost a lot of books.
He's a pro hunter, yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
He said he has some honey holes. I think he has some like flea markets that he hits up.
Yeah.
We've tried to look for we've gone to the swap meet here, and they just didn't really have any comics, and then we've been trying maybe KSL, but we haven't come across any yet. But we still like to go out to.
I've been looking on like let go and stuff like that a little bit here and there. But I mean, there's some I've kind of, but not, because I was like seeing if we could find like any like big collections or something, you know, that they're selling, or even though that's the last thing we need right now since we need our
yeah, we need to get storage before we buy more books because we're out of storage.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to hear how your comic drawers go though.
What was that?
I was just saying I'm curious to hear how you guys like the drawers, because I mean I think that, you know, we have some stuff on shelves and stuff under desks, like it's just everywhere.
It really is, yeah. There's so many stacks out in the living room too that I'm hoping here probably within the next couple of weeks I'll be able to put an order in for the comic drawers, and we'll be able to just like spend a weekend to like set it up and get it. Like I'm sure once we do have it set up, we'll probably do like another tour video room thing where
I'm sure we will.
Or we'll show it all, because like we really have like this space here, but with the boxes, drawers, I think it's really gonna optimize the space that we have for the books that we get. And it's hard because I want to try and future plan it, because I know I still want to collect comics, but I'm gonna have to think of the storage and where I put them before I buy them. So hopefully here within the next couple weeks I'll be able to order some of the drawers and we'll be able to get those set up.
That's exciting.
I have to spotlight it.
Yeah, because that's what we're keeping in mind too, with improving too, where you can keep kind of adding to, you know, because
I'm not. Your chair's
hitting.
Your chair's stuck. We're in such a space.
Blame it on the chair, guys.
Goodness gracious. But yeah, because I know there's still runs that I'm collecting that I don't have all of yet, so it's got to get some storage before we get more books.
That's for sure. Yeah, because there's a good number of runs. Yeah, we're working on. Is that Archer?
That's Archer.
Archer.
He's so cute.
He's sleepy.
Yeah.
He's always sleepy. This is Archer's like normal state. Quarantine has affected Archer in no way whatsoever.
Yeah, one of my best friends, when he lived with his aunt, she had like 3 pugs, and I loved them. They were so awesome. Hers were like the light colored ones though, the white ones.
Yeah.
The fawn ones.
Yeah.
That's more common.
That's like classic pug.
Yeah. The black ones are like 1 in 8 or 1 in 6 or something.
They're so cute.
Like I don't think I've ever really seen one like, or know anyone that's really had a black one in person or anything. I don't think I've ever seen them before pictures.
Archer is he can be very jumpy, which I don't know why, because he's been coddled his entire life. So that could be why.
Yeah, it could be.
Dogs are so cute. Pets are family too. They're so adorable.
I know the adoption rate for dogs actually went up by like 75% or more. I mean, sure, it's more now with quarantine. Like people went and got all of the pets from all of around here anyway.
All the rescues, yeah.
All the rescues.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a
They're
big.
pretty much empty. Cleared them out.
Which is good though. I mean, people are stuck at home and they got the animals out of the shelter. So I think there's some silver linings to some of the stuff going on, like the canals and what was that? That was in France,
Florida.
right?
Oh,
in France. The canals in France. Have you guys seen that? Like if you Google like the canals there, they were like completely polluted, and now they're clear, and there's like dolphins swimming around, and it's pretty crazy.
Wow, that's
crazy.
There's a silver lining in there somewhere. You got to take the good with the bad, and it balances out.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a lot of definitely not good, but I think that if you want to look for some silver linings, you could certainly find them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure there's businesses that are realizing they can have people like working from home now, like because I mean, so many places that normally weren't doing it, we're doing it.
Yeah.
I think it'll be better. I mean, just from a rent perspective, there's going to be a lot of companies that don't have to pay that overhead because they realize they've now transitioned people to teleworking. And so they realize they can do that. You know what I mean? Especially if the production doesn't change. So it'll be better for everyone and commuters. Because my commute was, I haven't commuted in a month, and I do miss it a little bit, honestly, which is odd because it was a commute. But some days, it would take me like 2 hours, depending on traffic, to get home.
Oh, wow.
No, yeah. A couple of years ago when I was at Teleperformance, it would take us at least an hour to get home because I'd get off at like 6 and it'd still just be rush hour traffic, and it just, the commute to the living room is a lot better, but I still managed to be there. I'm like, I should have clocked in 10 minutes ago. My bad.
You're a nightmare to get up in the morning.
I am. I really am.
Yeah.
Well, we'll probably end it. Speaking of, dealing with the community, we'll go and jump in a couple other chats.
Yeah, go jump in some other chats. But thanks, guys, for coming, and thank you so much for this AOK. Honestly, we haven't gotten an AOK in so long because we have not been online, but they couldn't have been more perfect, honestly.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
We got it out to you guys. It was so good seeing you, and thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
I'm glad we were able to at least see your reaction because that was great too.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna read these, and I'll certainly post, some pictures later on Instagram, and I know that he's gonna play with his new toys. So we really appreciate it, guys. It was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for anyone who's still there in the chat. I appreciate you coming. And anyone who's watching this on the rewind.
And definitely go check out the Onlys because they are regularly posting content, and their link is already in the description below.
Yeah. I guess we'll see you in the chats.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you in the chat.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh.